Okay, so it's the Christmas season here in Calella, and we are here on the beach, obviously. Beautiful sunset behind me. I thought I'd throw that on there. But we're going to head into town. They are doing, the children are celebrating Caga Tio, which is the pooping log or the shitting log. It's a very interesting story behind that. I'll catch you up as we go along, but I'm going to try to, or at least I'll do my best to get some video of the different celebrations that happen here during the holiday, and maybe even stretch that into the new year as well and get a couple of things that go on after January 1st. So yeah, thanks for watching. All right, we're just here in the church square jamming out to some traditional Catalan Christmas music, and here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Caga Tio. Actually, he's not a man at all, but he's a pooping log. So over here you've got all the children lined up, and they are just about to go on stage, I'm assuming one by one, and then they will engage with Caga Tio here, and at which point he will present them with a small present. I'm going to go ahead and let the celebrations get underway, and I'll record some of that, and I'll add in there what exactly is going on and how this whole Caga Tio thing actually works. Alright, I'm going to tell the story of Caga Tio. So you guys would have just seen him here on the stage. We've come back a different night, but I wanted to tell the story. Caga Tio, or Tio de Nadal, is the shitting log or the Christmas log. So starting at the Feast of the Immaculate Conception, which is December 8th, children care for their own Caga Tio in their own home. And as the season progresses, basically it's supposed to be like he's putting on weight, because on Christmas Day, the parents will distract the children and then place like a blanket over him and hide presents under him, and so he's then given the appearance of having like put on weight. And then the children are brought back in the room and they sing a song while they strike him with a stick, and this song is basically like, give us treats, good treats, or we'll continue to beat you with the stick. At which point they then reach under the blanket and pull out small presents that Tio Nadal is supposed to have defecated. So basically they fatten him up so he can defecate out a bunch of presents for them on Christmas Eve. So it's a very interesting story. So the representation you would have seen was just made easy for each child to come up. But you can see the representation of him defecating out the treats to the kids here in the town in the video there. So that's the story of that. Alright, so staying in tune with things that happen here in Calella during the holidays, it is Christmas Day, and over there actually they've got all those guys in green shirts. They're greeting people who are coming to take part in the, I forget what year it is, but it's been going on for quite a few years now. So what it is they come here and they swim out in the sea. They'll do two, let's call it dips. They'll do 2 dips in the sea, and that all started years ago. This gentleman who used to live here, he would actually come out to the beach and swim on Christmas Day, and then apparently what happened was he then bet a handful of his buddies to also come out and swim in the sea, and which they did. And then now I think last year it was saying there was like several hundred people that had come out and done this event. So we're gonna hang out here and watch as the people gather and jump in the sea. We've started a new tradition of actually coming out and doing a lunch here on the beach on Christmas Day and seeing what's going on with these guys out jumping in the sea. We haven't been bold enough to jump into the sea yet. Maybe next year, but we figured we'd catch it this year for you all. Alright, it's getting closer to the start time here, and as you can see, quite a bit more people have gathered here on the beach. Rachel's just back up there hanging out at our little spot we've got up on the flat area there, so we can kind of see the whole thing go down pretty good. But yeah, it looks like everyone's getting stoked and ready to plunge into the sea here. It's a beautiful clear day. Look at this. Oh man, that's freaking gorgeous. Alright, it looks like everyone's getting pretty amped up over here. This guy's actually the mascot here. I'm not sure if he leads the plunge, but hopefully I've got a nice view of everyone crossing over the beach into the sea here. Alright, here we go, I think. goes. These people need room. Sounds like it's pretty cold by the way everyone's reacting. I've got my feet in it. It's not terrible, but you know, there's a big difference between your feet and your whole body. Well, they've just gone on the third little dip here. I'll tell you, they're all pretty amped up till they hit that water, then everyone starts gasping for air. But yeah, quite an event here. Quite enjoyable to watch these guys come out here and do this. Everyone's having a really good time, and I think it might be something we possibly partake in next year. We'll see, who knows. So this little chapel here, last year we came here and they had the Christmas concert, which is just here on the flyer. But it's a neat little chapel, and there's actually an old guard tower there, but we're gonna go inside and check it out. Alright, we are walking through the main shopping center here, trying to find the man of noses. Well, we didn't quite find the nose man yet, but we ran into
been a bus so far.
Yeah, found a little mini circus. So we're just checking this guy out while we're sitting here. Alright, coincidentally, the parade found us. So here are some of the different characters in the parade of the nose man, and I believe he might actually be on this little cart back here, and assuming he is when he comes over this way, I'll tell you the story of what he is. But here's just some other random characters moving by as we go. They came through the streets there where we had just walked. Alright, so the nose man is a man who on January 1st has 365 noses. And so the only time it comes out is on December 31st. And he only comes out on December 31st because as the year passes, he loses one nose for every day of the year that passes. So December 31st is the only day when he has one nose, so it's the only day that he chooses to go out in public. Well, we caught up with the crew here in the City Hall Square, and actually here at 11:30 they're going to start a little party here in the center to celebrate the New Year. We're going to actually either walk around or go home for a bit and then come back down and see where the night takes us after that, see what kind of little party they got going on down here. Alright, we're here in the center of the town hall basically, and at 11:30 they started a little party here basically for New Year's, but I saw over on this table they have some grapes, and before I forget, at midnight in Catalonia it's traditional to eat one grape on every bell toll at midnight, and that's for good luck. So that's pretty neat. So what they've got there is they're giving free grapes to like the first 400 people or something like that. Oh, it looks like they're saying to go grab the grapes. Let's go grab our grapes. Alright, so we got our grapes. We made it. We got scored. So we got our grapes for midnight.
All the luck this year.
Alright, I got my grapes ready here. Looks like we're gonna start the countdown here soon. Just a little after midnight here, just getting a little bit of these people enjoying this music. We're hanging out because Rachel says there's going to be fireworks.
I can't imagine they wouldn't have fireworks.
We'll see. Still going strong at about 1 o'clock out here. And apparently there's this whole thing with this song. I really like what's happening. All right, we just came from the city there, and I just wanted to give a shot of the lighthouse here. So it's now January 1st. It's about 2 in the morning, I believe. But at 5 o'clock in the morning, they're going to open the lighthouse. And from 5 to 9, they're hosting anyone who wants to come and watch the sunrise. And there's going to be free churro and free dipping chocolate, I read. So that's pretty interesting. So if we can make it here in a few hours, we're going to head over here and watch the sunrise. All right, we made it. We were able to stay awake.
5 o'clock in the morning.
We were pretty tired, but we made it over here to the lighthouse. They've got a little churro wagon over here cooking up some churros and some music going. And here's the lighthouse here, of course. But yeah, sun should be coming up here after a bit. Should be quite the enjoyable experience. Well, they had the museum open in the lighthouse here, so we figured we'd come in and check it out. All right, real quick before we devour these, they hooked us up with some chocolate and some churros to dip in the chocolate there, so that's pretty nice. We get to enjoy the sunrise and listen to the music here at the lighthouse. Certainly quite the treat. Still just hanging out waiting for the sun to come up. It's a little early still, and there isn't very many people, but maybe as the sun starts to peek its head up, people start to show up. But there's a nice view of the city from up at this lighthouse. It's so quiet down there right now. Quite nice looking. Well, it's a little after 7 here, and the sun's starting to come up a bit over there. I'm sure you can't see very much, but well, you can see a little better now, the sun rising. Sky's starting to get a little color there. Alright, it's a pretty beautiful sunrise this morning, January 1st, 2020. Just thought I'd get this before we headed home. Alright, we're headed back into the city here, and today should be the last installment in my series of events happening here during the Christmas and New Year season. Today they are celebrating Three Kings Day, and with that they're going to do a parade through the streets, and that's going to end at City Hall. And so Three Kings here would be like the American or the United States equivalent to Santa Claus. They are whom brings the children's main presents during the holiday season. On Christmas, they would generally get small gifts from Caga Tio, but now they would be like Christmas Day to them, basically. It's Three Kings Day. So we're gonna go check out the little parade they've got going on. I can see it looks like they've got it just ready here to go through the streets. So we're gonna go up there and see what it's all about. Little sneak preview. Looks like they've got all the toys loaded up for the Three Kings here, and everyone's just getting ready. So we're gonna kind of move along and see what happens. It's a little bit more video of everyone getting ready. We're just kind of moving along here. This is the main beachfront where all the hotels are here. All right, they just let off an artillery shell. I'm assuming letting us know things are getting started here. But here's everyone lined up on this street here that is in the middle of town. It's gonna just come up to center here, and should be coming along shortly. Just wanted to kind of get some video of the city here and some of the hotels. Basically, this portion of town is just all the hotels are just here, and then the main shopping area is down that way there, and then of course the beach down here. All right, so as we're sitting here waiting, I'm noticing some people have like mock Chinese lanterns, and then other people have like bags, I'm assuming to collect like candy and stuff. So we'll see what that's all about. If not, I'll see if I can look it up and I'll put it in here in some subtext, but pretty interesting. Well, the parade has gotten underway here. Decent turnout. Looks like they're coming from this end. That was quite the fireworks display they put on there. So there's a few more of the floats coming by here. Alright, it looks like they might be passing out candy to all the children who have their little bags ready out here. So they certainly have some satchels full of what looks to be like some treats here. Alright, let's see if we can get some candies. All right. Looks like he's up there reading all the letters from the kids. So I was saying it looked like he was reading letters a couple days ago. They were in the market in the city center, and the children could come and drop off their letters or fill out a letter while they were there. Requesting presents. Alright, I believe that was the third king there. More kids throwing some candy out. There's certainly no shortage of candy. They've got that on lockdown. Alright, I lied. This is the last king. Getting pulled by the Hummer here. Had to make way for the kids. They gotta get the candy. This guy's the party king. He came to party. All right, that looks like the end of the little parade there. They got the tourist train coming through now, so it must be the end. Something I found interesting was that they celebrate this in January, which makes sense. I don't know if this is true, but I assume that's because Jesus was born on the 25th, and it's not like the three kings just pulled up that day and were like, happy birthday, here's some gifts. They had to travel to actually get to baby Jesus to present him with their gifts. So there you go. That's my take on that. But yeah, we're gonna head home now. That's probably the last of my videos here. I appreciate you watching my little holiday installment here, and thanks again for watching.